Hey, Shalom, Shalom. This is Maf Mayasha Allah Banaparium. This is Maf Shana Israel Shana Ephraim. Before I get started, I like to give all praises and honors to my power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Shalom to the Akim, my wife, and the Banya that's tuned into this video. That is peace to the brothers, sisters, and children that's tuned into this video. I'm doing a quick hitter discussing the Day of Atonement. You know, that's what's coming up right now. You see, we are in the month of July. Today is the 30th, and the Day of Atonement is on Friday, I believe. One second. Let me double check that really quick. Double check that. Yes, Friday night. Friday night, right? So from Friday night to Saturday night, essentially what you're going to do is you don't eat or drink for that 24 hours, right? It's a fast, you know. It's just a fast. But let's get into the book. Let's go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 23. We're going to start at the 27th verse, and it reads: Also on the 10th day of the 7th month it shall be a day of atonement. It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto Atonement Yahweh. So, the 10th day of the 7th month, you know, you'll be able to tell the months by the moon, and I don't know this, I'll be able to do a lesson discussing that. A holy convocation unto you, ye shall afflict your souls. You know, the affliction of your souls is that fast, right? Because especially, you know, it's hot outside. It's, you know, it's the elements, but you're not eating, you're not drinking. You know, that 24 hours, you're going to be hungry, you're going to be thirsty. You know what I'm saying? So you're afflicting you're afflicting your soul by doing that fast. And ye do not work in the same day, for it is a day of an atonement, to make an atonement for you before Atonement Yahweh your power. Now, and we are, if we were ruling again, we would not work. No one would do nothing. Right? But unfortunately, we are not in that. We are still in captivity, and if you have a job, you have to work. You have to work, right? You know, you can't be over righteous. You can't be over wicked. You know, unfortunately, this is how it is right now because we're not in our own kingdom. For whatsoever soul it shall be that shall not be afflicted the same day, they shall be cut off from among his people. Right. So back in the day, when we were, you know, when we were in our kingdom and beforehand, it was a really big deal if you were not, you know, taking heed and not doing this whew, this high holy day to the correct, not celebrating it the correct way, right? It was very serious, right? And whosoever soul it shall it be that doeth any work the same day, the same soul will I destroy from among this people. So you see that, you know, not afflicting your, you know, not fasting, not and doing work back in the day, and when we are in our own kingdom, you be destroyed, right? Now obviously we're in our own kingdom, that's not going to be an issue because we're going to have the law written in our heart, and we won't be able to sin. But back then, if you were to go off, you were going to be it was over for you. You know, they say turn the TV off. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand though now that unfortunately we're not in our we're not and we don't have the power to do that, and some people have to go to work, right? And we got to give all praises to the Most High Yahweh Yahushua for having that mercy and understanding for that, right? But if you don't have work and you don't have nothing to do, make sure that you don't do nothing that day and you take part in this high holy day, right? The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 31, and it reads, Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations and all your dwellings. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest. And ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even. From even unto even shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. So right there again, from Friday night to Saturday night, you're not going to drink or eat anything, right? That's why it's from even to even. And this is as if it's a Sabbath, man. It's a rest day, you know? That's what it is. We're going to go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 16, and we're going to start at the 29th verse, and it reads, And this shall be a statute forever unto you, that in the 7th month, on the 10th day of the month, ye shall afflict your souls and do no work at all. whether it be your own country or a stranger that sojourneth among you. For on that day shall the priest make an atonement for you to cleanse you, that ye may be clean from all your sins from before Atonement Yahweh. It shall be a Sabbath and a rest unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls by statute forever. So these past two verses really just went over what we just read in Leviticus 23, right? Essentially talking about how it's a Sabbath day, you're going to afflict your soul, right? And how the priest is going to make an atonement to cleanse you, right? Cleanse you of them sins. So let's go here. I'm pretty sure I just went to Leviticus 23, and I just went to atonement. Might have been 16 Slocky atonement. We want to look at what it means, right? To cover, purge, make atonement, make reconciliation, cover over with pitch, right? To coat or cover with pitch, cover over, pacify, propitiate, to cover over, atone for sin, make atonement for, to cover over, atone for sin to persons by legal rights, right? So over atoning for the sins, right? Covering the sins, cleansing you out, right? And I'm gonna go here because it is very important that you start to learn and understand what our true high holy days is, right? Because people, you should know we don't celebrate Christmas, right? We don't celebrate no Halloween. We don't celebrate Easter because none of that stuff is in the Bible, right? But the high holy days that we're supposed to celebrate are in the Bible, and most of them are in. You just read through Leviticus 23, right? So it's the book of Judges, chapter 5, verse 11. They are delivered from the noise of the archers in the place of the drawn waters. This is referring to, the elect, right? There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Ha'adamah Yahweh, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of the villages, and Yasharallah, which means Israel. So in Israel, then shall the people of Ha'adamah Yahweh go down to the gates. The main part I wanted to, talk about there was there shall they rehearse the righteous acts. So rehearsing the righteous acts, as in, obviously keeping the commandments, doing the work, keeping the faith, right? If you're able to, start learning about the high holy days and keeping the Day of Atonement, Passover, the Feast of Tabernacles, try to keep as many as you can, right? Start learning about that stuff. Start rehearsing the righteous acts, right? And I say this again because to understand and learn and rehearse the righteous acts, you have to be in the Bible. You have to be able to you have to learn about it first, right? You ain't just be able to do it and not know what it is. The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3, and it reads, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for a time is at hand." Blessed is he that readeth, right? So make sure that you're studying up, you're learning, and being able to attempt, to rehearse these righteous acts. But like I said, the Day of Atonement is, Friday night to Saturday night, and out of Raktazah, this lesson was edifying to you. We gotta give all praises and honors to my power, Yahweh, by Shem Yahshua, by Shem Rokak. Shalom to the Akam Magwaf and the buying that tuned to this video. That is peace to the brothers, sisters, and children tuned to this video. Shalom.